Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of x plus 15 to the power of x is equal to 25 to the power of x. So I'm going to first start by dividing both sides by 9 to the power of x. So now this results in 9 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x plus 15 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x is equal to 25 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x. Now 9 to the power of x and 9 to the power of x cancel out. So I get 1 plus 15 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x is equal to 25 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a over b to the power of m. So 15 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x, that's going to equal 15 over 9 to the power of x. And 25 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x, that's going to equal 25 over 9 to the power of x. And now, 15 over 9 simplifies to 5 over 3. And 25 over 9, that simplifies to 5 squared over 3 squared. So now 5 squared over 3 squared, that's going to equal 5 over 3 squared. Now I have this to the power of x. Now if I have something from a to the power of m to the power of n, same thing as a to the power of n to the power of m. So 5 over 3 squared to the power of x, that's the same thing as 5 over 3 to the power of x squared. Now I'm going to let 5 over 3 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So I get 1 plus y is equal to y squared. And if I subtract y and 1 on both sides, I get y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So I get a quadratic equation, and to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 1. So I get y is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a times c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. This is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared, which is 1, minus 4 times 1 times negative 1, which is plus 4, all over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now remember how we let 5 over 3 to the power of x equal to y. So I have 5 over 3 to the power of x equals to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So now this gives me two equations. I have 5 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, and 5 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. So 5 over 3 to the power of x equals 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. Well, 1 minus the square root of 5, that's going to be a negative number. And a negative number divided by 2 is still a negative number. And notice how we have a positive number to the power of another number here. And you can't take the power of a positive number and make it equal to negative, so there's no solution for this. Now for 5 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. To solve this, I'm going to first start by taking the log on both sides. So I have log 5 over 3 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move b to the front, so it's going to equal b times log a. So in this case, I have log 5 over 3 to the power of x, and I can move x to the front, so I get x times log 5 over 3 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. Now if I divide both sides by log 5 over 3, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 5 over 3. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 24 minus 16. So, to solve this problem, for my solution, I first start by rewriting my problem here. So I have 2 to the power of 24 minus 16. And this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 2 times 12 minus 16. So all I did was I rewrote 24 as 2 times 12 in my exponent. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So in this case, we have 2 to the power of 2 times 12. And I can rewrite that as 2 to the power of 12 to the power of 2. And I have this minus 16. And now I'm going to rewrite 16 as 4 squared. So I get 2 to the power of 12 to the power of 2 minus 4 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. Notice how we have 2 to the power of 12 squared minus 4 squared. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 12, and b is 4. So I get 2 to the power of 12 plus 4 times 2 to the power of 12 minus 4. Now, 2 to the power of 12, what is this equal to? Well, we know that 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 1024, meaning 2 to the power of 11 is the same thing as 1024 times 2, which is 2048. And 2 to the power of 12 is equal to, 2048 times 2, which is 4096. So I get 4096 plus 4 times 4096 minus 4. Now from here, 4096 plus 4, that's equal to 4100. And 4096 minus 4 is equal to 4092. So I get 4100 times 4092. And now we have to find a way to solve this without a calculator, because, well, the first method everyone would think of is just doing it normally, right? But this is wrong because it's going to take way too long, and we need a more efficient method. So how are we going to multiply these two quickly? Well, what we can do is rewrite 4100 as 4000 plus 100, and we write 4092 as 4000 plus 92. Now, the reason I did this is because now I can distribute. So I'm going to distribute 4000 first. 4000 times 4000 is 4000 squared. Now 4000 times 92. And now I have this plus, I can distribute the 100. So I have 100 times 4000 plus 100 times 92. Now from here, 4000 squared is going to equal 1,600,000. Or sorry, 16 million. Plus 4000 times 92 is going to be 368,000. Plus 100 times 4000 is going to be 400,000. Plus 100 times 92 is 9200. Now this is equal to 16 million plus 368,000 plus 400,000 is 768,000. And I have this plus 9200. this is all equal to, I have 16 million plus 768,000 plus 9,200. Well, let's do first row. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Second row, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Third row, 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. Fourth row, 0 plus 8 plus 9 is 17. We're going to carry the 1. Fifth row, 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9. Sixth row, 0 plus 7 is 7. Seventh row, I just have 6. And eighth row, I have 1. So I get 16,797,200. So this, or sorry, looks like I made a mistake. This is actually a 6. So this should be, carry the 1, 6 plus 1, which is 7. So I get 16,777,200. So this is my answer to 500 squared. Sorry, that's not. It's my answer to 2 to the power of 24 minus 16.